Hello? Are we there? Okay. Stream interruptions. Sorry about that. Hold on. Here? Let's see what stream settings I have. Okay, that I see why. You hear me? Oh, it's fine. It's a hard night life for us. It's a hard night life for us. It's a hard night for us. Ah, stream issues. Alright. Alright, let me pull up stuff here. Let's just go to a tab. Let me get this straight. Let me change the radar. Okay. Fix it? Yes, okay. Um, alright. So we have a tornado warning currently near Locust Grove and Jackson. This is actually heading towards Locust Grove. Looking at the correlation coefficient, you can see how we do have a good, velocity. We have a good couplet here. Just to the south of Lucia. Lucia? That's a weird town name. I do want to say, hold on. Okay, we got a confirmed tornado warning now in Blue Springs. Confirmed tornado warning. We have a tornado on the ground. Should be getting into your shelters here. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Alright. Right there is our couplet, as you can see. Give me a second. Hey lady, drop it down. Just wanna see you touch the ground. Don't shock or don't bonanza. Shake your body like about to dancer. Okay. I'm gonna get this guy in. So Oh, I think I hear you. Or, no. I saw the view count go up. Okay, so let me talk about what is going on right now. First off, what you're looking at right now is something different I use. I don't use those free apps. It's like an $80 app I use. My mic is a little quiet. Let's turn that up. There we go. Turn it up a little more. Alright, hopefully you can hear me right now. So, first of all, I use this app called Georiga Level 3. It's just a radar software. In the United States right now, we currently have some tornadoes down right there. And then the south right there, we also have some more tornado. But let's go through these tornado warnings. First of all, I'm going to change my screen so you can see what's going on here. Here we go. Okay, so we currently have, oh my gosh, we have 6 tornado warnings. 3 are confirmed. First of all, this one near Griffin, you can now get out of your shelters here. As you can see, there was this couplet right here that went through, and it did produce another tornado right there. If you watch, right? But it was kind of broad as you look at it on radar imagery here. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to share that. Oops. Yeah, go back. Oops. Okay. Let's continue. First of all, there's a few tornado warnings out here that are still issued. Let's see. Yeah, we got a few here. Yeah? Huh? No. No. I don't know. Okay. Yep, that is it. Let me change my screen here because I don't want to keep showing that. Smallish. Okay, we good now? I'm good. Recovering. This weather. If you want better. Just a search. It's a hard net lot. Or, Okay, stop. Alright, we need to continue our coverage here. As you can see, we still got some supercells, some in the embedded line. We currently have 4 tornado warnings. Currently, Kate lives in McDonough. I'll zoom in right here. I don't know exactly because I don't want to even know where exactly. I live all the way up here. Yeah, so I'm just tracking it for her. Because that's what I like to do, honestly. I don't have anything better to do. So. It's a hard net life for us. It's a hard net life for us. Devastating. It's a hard net life for us. It's a hard net life for us. Honey kisses. It's a hard net life for us. It's a hard net life for us. It's a hard net life for us. Steady kisses. And the food. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. Stream issues. It's kind of bad. Hello. Yes, my voice is different. Very different. Oh. Alright. So let me show you here. This is a program I use. It's called Georiga Level 3. And $80 app. There we go. Okay. I change this. Alright. Let me see if I can change this here. There we go. So we currently have just a few tornado warnings here. We have, let's see. Yeah, right here in this bar. I don't know if you can see that. We have a tornado warning in Georgia for Butts, Henry. That's just a funny county name. Butts, Henry, Newton, Spalding. And in Alabama, Boulder. And also in Georgia, there's just a normal tornado warning that is for Butts, Jasper, Morgan, Newton, Potham. So, if we take a look at these warnings here, let's just go back. Not that one. Here we go. Yes, so this storm has been continuing for a while now. Oh, this is not a right one. How about this station? Yeah, that's a lot better. So we still have just a few tornado warnings. A few other ones have been unissued here. Now, let me show you here. This is where around Kate lives. I don't want to do exactly because that's just privacy. Okay, privacy. But it's somewhere in this area. And because she always said McDonough, Georgia. So this is currently near Stewart, near Newborn. So this is east of Kate now. I think Locust Grove and Jackson can get out of shelter. Mostly Newborn, Stewart. Yeah, Stewart, Newborn, Shattydale. That is so weird. Now, we do want to focus how, even though tornado warnings, some places will be under tornado warnings throughout tonight here, we also want to notice how strong these thunderstorms are and all the wind here. We have a few severe thunderstorm warnings here. I'm going to turn off them so you can see them. We'll turn off the tornado warnings. Right there. Yeah, there we go. So you can see how we have one for Miller. It's just in the general vicinity. Right here. These are hail markers also. So you can see around Julette, we have about quarter-sized hail. And then up in the line of these storms here, this is also pushing some wind here. If I take it to velocity here, you can see how... Oh, that's our station. It just didn't look right. You can definitely see how on velocity it doesn't really show so much. But we know from the National Weather Service, severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Morgan County and north central Georgia. Yeah, so 5 counties are under this tornado warning. Says a tornado watch remains until 7 o'clock Eastern time. So that's around 9 o'clock San Diego time. I always say San Diego. It's probably something about South America time. I don't know. Okay, so this is just basically one of those tornado warnings here. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a different account I'm speaking on also. Because I have 2 YouTube accounts. This is my streaming account, and then I or which is basically about weather. I might start posting weather discussions and everything. So, let me change the screen here because I want to look at something, but I don't want to expose something. So if there's some buzzing, I think that's my mic though. I don't know why it would be buzzing. That'd be weird. Alright, let me turn back on the tornado warnings here. Turn that back on. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, areas out here, National Weather Service hasn't unissued it yet. I think they should though, because yep, there they go. Finally, they finally unissued it. So, Stuart, I would also think you can get out of your shelters. Just be careful of some lightning in that area. Godfrey, Shadydale. I think it's Shadydale. Yeah, Shadydale. I'm spelling that. Mason. So we got Madison, Buckhead. City names are weird in the US. I wonder how the city names are in San Diego. Or I meant Chile. Oh, we have a new tornado warning. Yeah, it's a new tornado warning now. Okay, now we have no confirmed tornado warnings. We did have a report. Let me check if I'm on the right screen. Yes, I am. We did have a report back in Blue Springs. Multiple trees down and structural damage at Blue Springs State Park. TDS observed by radar. And that storm is still going on. We also have another new tornado warning. I have multiple. A lot. Let me change my screens here. Oh, by the way, this is just a... Hold on. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, right here. These icons of like chasers. Those are actually just are not live chaser, but they're from the Spotter network. So there's a lot of chasers in the United States, but a lot of them are also not active. So that's why you just see them in their home right here. This is very interesting. Okay. Oh, yep, we got an eruption. A few interruptions here. Let me check. Just a few, yeah. Kilobytes per second are jumping like crazy. Let's see. Okay. So we have another tornado warning here. And that's for... Oh! They unissued it, okay. Okay. I was about to ring the alarm, because I have an alarm right here. Let's talk about these 3 tornado warnings now. It says there is... Let me see. It says there is 1, 2... Only 4 tornado warnings, but I think that's just mostly because those 2 right there. And then boom, yeah. Yep, I see that now. Alright. I think I've said alright too many times, so let's just actually do our coverage here. Oh. Wrong radar. Okay. That's not right. Let's see. Let's see if we can use the Columbia radar. And I'm also using the wrong screen, so let me change that. The reason why I have windowed screens that I changed it. Yeah. Oh. Let's let's do our coverage here. That one. Watch that storm with that radar. That storm with that radar. Okay, I got him. got them showing now. So like I said, it says we have 4 tornado warnings, but we just have 3 storms that are tornadic right now. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot. I accidentally dropped something. There we go. I got it. Let's see if I can try to put that on a stand right there. Yeah, that's perfect. Any siren chances where? Where Kate is? Oh. Anywhere? Okay. I think that's what you're... Well, multiple places. Muris is probably got their sirens going off right now. I'm just actually gonna go to a windowed version. Or display screen. You get what I mean. So, let's just go over this here. We have 3 tornado warnings. We got one in Alabama right now. If you take a look at that one, you can see how we have some thunderstorm gust here of 48 miles an hour. That's about, I would say, a good 70 kilometers per hour. And then near Springvale and Morris, this is where we got our tornado. If you're confused on what you're seeing right now, this is what we call Doppler radar or radar imagery. So this is reflectivity. As you can see, we have like rain. This is where all the rain is. So, you know, the brighter the colors, the more precipitation there is. But when we have less, then you're obviously going to get less of, and that could be indicated as like a shower, something like that. This is velocity. Yes, it looks like all Christmassy colors here. It looks very different, obviously. But let me tell you how to read this. Here's the radar. As you can see, you have colors like this. Green is winds getting indicated towards the radar, which is down to the south. And then you have red, which indicates all the wind that is heading away from the radar. So like these directions. And away from the radar, which is all the way down here. So in this situation here, we have some rotation because when you get those red and greens really close to each other, we can say, hey, we've got some rotation. Now, I also use some other products like correlation coefficient. This is what we used for indicating if a tornado is on the ground. So this can indicate hail, tornadoes, and if we go back here, there you go, right there. That is when it indicates right there. It's all these colors right here where you have to be really careful. So if you're trying to find a tornado here, I would be careful and look at this here. Look at the reflectivity. You can see how we've got some good velocity from with the good couplet just to the west of Blue Springs. This is earlier, not right now. So then we have the velocity right there. Then you get the correlation coefficient right there. There's when it that's when you see the drop right there. I was gonna say it right there, but I was wrong because I wasn't really looking back. But let's go to now. And if we look at right now, you can see how we still have a storm with some broad rotation now, very broad near Morris now. And that'll eventually head up towards Springvale. But I'm saying this storm is going to fall apart. It's probably going to fall apart because of how it looks right now. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning if you just saw yellow pop up on the screen here. Right there in this area. Indication, we have up to 60, 70 miles per hour of damaging winds here. We've also got about half size hail. I forgot to say yes. Alright. So the tornado warning near Kate is now expired. If we go back to that one, you can see how it was right here. Obviously, it is to the west here. So this was an earlier tornado warning, and you can see, yeah, I didn't really see anything. I knew that thing was gonna eventually fall apart. So that's gone. And then we also have this one near Columbia. Radar beam is really far away. Radar. Usually radar will use half an inch. So like, you can see at the bottom here, all the way in this area. You can see how in this area where in the bars down here, that's what I look at. I usually look at ND down here. These are just some, like, where your cursor is right here. They're 9 meter. I don't really use that. I usually just look at the feet right here because usually supercells are very easy to indicate, and like storms that are rotating are easy, but like the radar beam is at half an inch, so every foot, every about or I would say every meter or something, it'll go out and eventually it'll hit the clouds, and this is what we're seeing out here. You can see how we got a pretty good storm near Parksville here. Some also good rotation just to, I would say, near Modoc. That's where I would say it is. Okay, so to answer your question though, if you're saying everyone or Kate has no sirens right now. Sirens are off. I'm just guessing that, okay? I'm actually, because I know sirens go out for the whole county. So that's why I'm saying that. Oh, there's a new scan. I was saying that if sirens are. I don't live near Kate. I don't live anywhere near there. Not even close. I am like 800 miles from her. Okay, let me change the screen and I'm gonna look at something real quick. Okay. So we're to talk about this right now. We currently have 2 tornado warnings. If we take a look at them again, go back to that. Take you back to this. I'm not changing the warning count. I usually use that in earlier live streams because I used to live sometimes. So what is going on here? Okay, I thought it was off. radar reflectivity was all off. Oh, no, I don't want to show that. Oops. Hold on. When I look at my little web page, I don't like to show it, so I have to change it to a windowed version. Chris Jackson. Oh, I didn't know she's in. Didn't know she was Jason. She's actually a pretty cool meteorologist and chaser. We still got interruptions. Some. Just some. Let me see. Drop frames are dropping, so that's good. Yeah, I see. The interruptions are just happening like crazy. I don't know if it's my internet because I have I have my own phone, so I just use that, and I have everything displayed right there. And that's where I'm communicating with you. Not on Roblox though. Where? Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we currently have 2 tornado warnings. I'm gonna change back to this, and we'll go talk about these 2 tornado warnings. So we have one in the south. This is the same storm here. I would say if you are in Morris right now, if anyone who is in Morris right now, you can get out of your shelter. It's just east of you right now, and I don't even think that's some rotation. It possibly could, but if it is, it's very, very broad, and it's south of Springdale. For Springdale. Yeah. Yeah, you can see how Morris actually, if you're outside, or if you have like an outside bunker, I would say maybe this storm behind you, this small portion of rain. Oh, yeah. That's actually moving into Morris right now. I don't know if that's a thunderstorm right now, or at least like it probably is, because this whole area is a severe thunderstorm warning. I do want to let you guys know that the storm is still continuing, and we still have these strong storms of. How is the weather? Except the tornado areas. Well, I can tell you that we got a lot of snow in December, on December 23rd. We got a lot. It was like 4.5 inches. I don't know if you guys use centimeters. I have no ideas. No idea. Probably something like that. If you do use centimeters, 4.5 inches is around a good 15 centimeters. That's just my estimate. I know it's something like that. something. Yeah, so let's go back to that storm near or Parksville. We'll say that. Just to the east of Montauk, Chris Jackson is right here. Let me go back to another screen here just to change this. Because I want to pull up her feed here. But yeah, talking about your question here, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like horrible, but we did go down to like the negatives because of a storm that was bringing like extremely cold air, honestly. And I was tracking it like crazy. Yeah, we got 4.5 inches. And then last year, I also had it in like around June. I haven't seen like any severe weather in my area since like June last year. That was the last time I remember. Because everything after June has been rain or snow. So, I actually have a list. I forgot about this. Yeah, I have a whole entire list of when it snowed here. Yeah, snow recap 2022 through 2023. Let me pull this up. Yeah, here we go. Right there. It might be blocked by the warning count thing. Let's go back to that. Right here. Yeah, this is, I have, right here, I measured everything when it snowed. So, November 12th, last year, we had the first measurable snow, and we got around 1.3 inches of snow. November 16th, we have some more lake effect snow. We live in an area, so like, I don't think you guys live probably near an ocean. I think the Pacific Ocean. But we have like some of these events where it's like lake effect snow. So like some storms can bring some moisture, and since when that moisture sucks up some lake from those waters, because I live in Ohio, I don't live anywhere near the Great Lakes. Not even close. I mean, I guess I'm close. I guess. Kinda. I'm very, very southern Ohio, so it's still, what, a 3.5 hour drive, maybe 4 hours to go all the way up there. But basically, all these lake effect snow events usually happen when moisture gets sucked up. And then since it's below freezing, it falls as snow. Oh, really? I think it was somewhere near in Canada that on December 23rd, or through December, or I meant December 22nd through 23rd, that was probably when there was this huge storm. Yeah, so like first measurable snow, that was on November 12th. November 16th, lake effect snow, and we had around half an inch from that. December 17th, lake effect snow, and we had about less of quarter. Oh, that was 31st. Okay. That was probably not the right storm that brought to us. I don't know if you know what the blizzard of 78 is. It was here in Ohio. I wasn't alive for it. But my mom told me all about it because she was in it. But like I said, at November 16th, we have half an inch. December 17th, lake effect snow, we had about, I would say, a tenth of an inch. I said quarter. That was wrong. Tenth of an inch, which is 0.1. And then the huge storm. I haven't had snow since last year on December 22nd. But right here, December 22nd through 23rd, yeah, huge storm. We had about 4.5 inches of snow. The lowest temperature that we had was negative 9 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you guys use Celsius, so that is, let me see, that is at least, I would do a rough estimate of around maybe 15. In Celsius, that's probably somewhere, oh no, that was 20 degrees Celsius. Yes, it was really cold. There was this huge cold front here. It was not good. Yeah, on Christmas Day, or Christmas Day, I would say Christmas Day, I went sledding with my brother, and it was -9 when I checked the weather. But there's a wind chill of -37, because it was always really windy. So it was cold. My hands were freezing, even though I had such warm clothes. And most of the snow, though, for me, that's coming up, I don't really see any snow. It's mostly rain and severe weather, because if you take a look at these temperature maps and everything, you can see how that it's going to stay warm into February. There's a small cool down into late January and then early February, and then after that it's just really just gonna start warming up again. That's our only snow chance for probably about 2 inches. Even though this is winter, you think in the US it was like you would probably think a lot of snow. Probably up in Canada, I would say. Canada gets a lot of snow. I'm in the United States, so the most snow I've ever got is 4.5 inches. I mean, that was the record. Last time I got 4 inches was probably back in 2021. Or it could be back in 2020. Because I know I had no school. No, it was last year. Yeah, I remember, because I had no school for 2 days. Because the roads were so bad. But it wasn't like a cold event here. It wasn't like bringing down like the cold temperatures. Anyways, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Getting back to the weather here, they have extended this tornado warning here. We currently only have one tornado warning, actually. So I'm actually going to close this. We'll keep that open just in case another warning comes out. Yeah, most of these tornadic supercells in the morning were like crazy. I was at school, so I didn't really have anything like to. I couldn't track it, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's continue tracking this one. We have also an extension here for Saluda. So, let's change. Change that, and we'll go there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was cold. Very, very cold. They're talking about frost or hyperthermia. It was. I do want to identify this new tornado warning here of an extension. Just get. I just have sirens pulled up. So this is a tornado warning north of Edgefield right now, south of Saluda. I would say more southwest. Taking a look at the radar here, this is just a lone storm here. Maybe just a few showers also. So this doesn't really go too much with storms like that. Let's go back to here. And storm interruption, or did I really say storm interruptions? I mean, that exists, but in this moment, no, I'm not. I was saying stream issues. Small. Oh, we have a new tornado warning. And let's go ahead and talk about that one right now. Let me back to here. Switch back to that. So this is a new tornado warning here, and that is for in South Carolina. This is for Lawrence County. Let me change it back again. I just do that so I don't show other things. Okay. Right here. Joanna, South Carolina. This is very, very broad rotation. I'm surprised they actually issued a tornado warning for this one. Very broad. But I do notice there is a lot of wind right here. So I don't know if that's just the storm motion, but they issued a tornado warning, so if you're in Joanna, you should. Oh, they is the National Weather Service. You should be getting into your shelters right now. This is gonna cross. Let me see. I know this is gonna cross some kind of interstate. We'll just say it's gonna cross the interstate. I was gonna find the interstate number. I don't think it's probably something about Interstate 26, because I know this area. Kinda. When I traveled to Florida in July, usually it's Interstate 95 right here. 26 is usually around this area. Yeah, now I see. But still, that looks extremely broad. I don't think that should have been issued. I'm not throwing a shame to the National Weather Service, but that is just such broad rotation. And Joanna's already out of the rain. So there's no point, honestly. But still get to your shelter. The National Weather Service is always really smart. So they're obviously smarter than me. I'm just alerting you of this. And this is our only few tornado warnings. We've been going now for what? An hour and 11 minutes? That's how long we've been going for now. I'm going to take a brief moment to talk about what happened today. Since it's just very low end now. not really much is happening. Oh. Well, the radar doesn't go that far. My radar not really that much. But later, it was last time sometime, there was a tornado warning up here and it was just radar indicated. So that probably sounded the sirens, because if a tornado warning is issued for this part of the county, they always issue for the whole county. The whole county usually gets issued, and you hear sirens all in that county. That's how it works. Because I've had a tornado warning all the way up north of me, probably about 15-20 miles, and I hear sirens here, and I'm in the same county. So if you're in the same county, then you get the sirens. But that was throughout today what happened. Definitely a lot happened here. I'm gonna change my screen again because I want to look at something. Okay, I'll go back now. I said I was gonna pull up Johnson's feed. Maybe I should. Let's do it. Well, she's not even alive right now. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so let me just show you let's pull this up. Obviously it's gonna show that. Alright, there we go. Let me go to here. Yeah, right here. This is where we have an enhanced risk of severe weather. But now that our storms are now all the way near Columbia this is where the other storm was. You can see how it's downgraded to a slight risk out here. It's probably about isolated chance of a tornado. We currently have one chaser near Kirkworth, and he's live. Right there. Let me turn off his audio. Yeah, there we go. He's crossing south on, let's see. And pull this to the side right there. You can see, let's see. He's near Kirkworth. And he is heading, I believe he's heading some kind of direction south. Alright, let me close this because this, yeah, there's some, made it a little laggy right there, but he's somewhere near Cartage, Volderer Road, and Broad Street. So, let's pull him back up again. Let's see him again. He's on the side of the road now. Oh, there you go. East. He's near He's near Georgia 50 and US 82. Right there, if you look at that sign right there. Some cars driving on the roads. I don't think those... I feel like I saw a hailstone, but I didn't. Semi trucks driving on here? Obviously. They're probably delivering something. Anyways, that's the map. We only have one chaser. And that's it. We're starting to see the severe weather die out, so I'm thinking once this tornado warning gets unissued, we're gonna stop the... We're just gonna look at the models, and then that'll probably be it. Been a long day. A little laggy here for me. Just a little. Yeah, it looks like both of these storms are actually falling apart. If you look at the velocity here, you can see it's very spreaded. It's not so significant. Well, or it could just be ramping up again. I would say that is most likely falling apart. Okay, I think they should unissue this tornado warning for Lawrence County. So like I said, talking about the county thing, so since we have this tornado warning here, if you look at the county lines, it's very hard to see, honestly. Somewhere like this. I'm finding county lines. This is a huge county, I believe. Yeah, right here it goes down. Yeah, it's huge. So you could probably hear sirens in Newberry just because that's the whole county. No, they probably don't. They probably might not do the county. But somehow they make it so it sends messages to those sirens in the area. Because that would be too crazy. If you hear sirens all the way back in Lawrence when the tornado warning's east of you. That'd be just too crazy. Too crazy to be true. Oh, for this storm back here, we also had a funnel cloud report. Train spotter reported rotating wall cloud with funnel over Lake Storm. That's a Lake Storm? Thormont, moving northeast towards Modoc. Okay, so that was earlier, right here. Yeah, it actually did, and I can see that right there on velocity, right there, back there. So, if you're in Drona, or if you're in Canons, anywhere in this county, if you're hearing sirens right now, I would say just be weather aware, honestly. Be weather aware up here, because this storm could try to spark again, but most likely this storm is gonna fall apart. Possibly it could be trying to ramp up again, because I see it's trying its hardest here. Let's actually look at something different. This is called a vorticity liquid. I use it for indicating for hail, because correlation coefficient doesn't always indicate it. And these boxes right here, these gray boxes, are called a special weather statement. I think that's going to be it, honestly. I think that's going to be about it. If this storm doesn't do anything, then I'm going to start going over the models. And let me change the screen again, so I can pull it up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go over the models in a second. Let me just pull up a few models here. Focus models, blah blah blah. This is being followed by a low pressure system that went right over me. Alright, I just pulled up some kind of model here. I'll just pull up a few here. We'll talk about the future and later. Yeah, we'll pull up that. I'm also gonna close the chaser page because it's kind of lagging me out. Alright. I got a few models pulled up. I'm gonna change the screen here. Alright, let's see. Is that tornado warning still going on? No, it's not. It is not. It is done. They unissued both of them just in the last few minutes here. So, in that case, we're going to end the stream here. But before we do that, we're going to talk about some models here about the future. We'll change here. And I've got a few models pulled up here. So I've got the HRRR pulled up. Let's go over this here. Throughout tonight, we got some pretty strong thunderstorms. This is about right now. I wouldn't say. Maybe around this would be. Yeah, this is right now on the HRRR. You can see how we got those storms right there. They're going to continue east. This huge squall line is going to continue basically. And then it'll eventually fall apart around 10 o'clock. Maybe you'll still see some pretty good lightning in Georgia through Florida here. And up in the north, we have a different story here. HRRR indicates that there could be some snow a little just north of me. It's been raining all day for me. All day. there's a different story up in the north. If you get past around, I would say 5 o'clock today. 5 o'clock today, and you can see how there's going to be some more snow up in the north. Now, there's some marginal risks for some flooding here. If I pull out the model all the way here, you can see how all these all the rain over here is definitely going to bring a small potential for flooding. Taking a look at a flooding map, or I would say total accumulation. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's about 1.5 inches of snow, or 1.5 inches of rain. That was the wrong thing. But mostly throughout this area here, we're just gonna see up to almost 2 inches. So that's why I said marginal flooding, not so big. And then if we take you back to this, and obviously it's not gonna. Oh, there we go. Now it's gonna load. But basically it's just showers, and then you get some snow. Now, this is not gonna be like a huge storm that brings so much snow, but you will get a good amount of snow here. Taking a look at the snow, this is for a whole 18 hours until 10 o'clock tomorrow. The HRRR does indicate some snow in our area. That is because we're going to see lake effect snow come off. And let me show you how that works if I pull back. We'll go over the snow totals in a moment. I want to show you about that lake effect. Yeah, there we go. You see those small specks right there? What is happening here? We have our low pressure here. Now it is forcing the clockwise rotation is coming off with some moisture, and then it'll eventually find some water, the lakes, and it'll suck up some of that water into the clouds, like we've learned, and that will, since it's below freezing up there, it'll turn into snow. So there's a small chance for some small snow showers in Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, and most of that snow is honestly going to be accumulating in the mountains here. From this lake effect snow event, I would say there's a good chance of around, I would say, 1/2 inch. Some of the models were saying around, they're saying around 1/10 of an inch from this. Okay, go back to the snow totals now. There we go. So you can see how some of that snow kind of accumulates in the rock, in the I forgot the name of them, but there are the mountains over here. That's where all that snow is going to mostly be accumulating. It'll also be accumulating through just some other places, through Wisconsin. This is a very normal event that happens when storms make it over here and have clockwise rotation. And then from that snow, just a good around 9 to 10 inches. Now it'll be through Maine. You won't get, I guess you'll get a whole lot to your snow amount you have right now. So, alright, that's of what nowcasting. Then we'll go into the future here. Taking a look at the future, you can see our storm right here. And of course, to see out into more in the future, we have to lower our resolution. We have to lower our resolution here, and of course, it's going to be a lot lower resolution. But we're talking about a train of storms here And this has been one of them. There's our storm. It's going to be exiting. And then you can see how some of that lake effect snow makes it down into the mountains there. And some areas in the Midwest. And you can also see our storm out here where we have all that snow out here. That's going to bring 9 to 10 inches of snow. Then, push it. Let's get that storm out of the way. We have a new storm that forms around, comes off from the west, brings some very pelted moisture to California. We've been talking about this drought monitor now. That has been helping a lot, but we're still having a problem out here for some small droughts, but it's starting to get relieved now from the Weather Prediction Center. That's what this said here. And the Climate Prediction Center has been saying that there's been floods all around here. But I would say the most chance for flooding and everything is gonna be north of this line. Or out in this area. I will say that. So, and then that'll continue through. And this is when our storm has some, you've got the cold air from the west from the cold front. Then you've got, we got the cold air from, what do we say? Cold air from Canada. Then we got Gulf of Mexico moisture. What happens? Bada bing, bada boom. And there you go. Then we got some small chance of some rain here. And then mostly that'll just fall apart here. And it'll just be such a normal storm. And it doesn't look like any severe weather is going to happen with this storm. It's mostly just going to bring some lake effect snow up in Michigan, very northern Michigan. Usually it's very south. Now at the same time of this storm, oops, did not mean to do that. At the same time of this storm, when that's getting out of there will be another new storm. And then in this case, in the Rocky Mountains, it's going to bring some more snow to the Rocky Mountains. Then eventually it'll meet with that Gulf of Mexico moisture. And that'll actually be a little early here when you see that moisture coming through Texas. And then meets up with some cold air all the way from Canada. What happens? Bada bing, bada boom. I like to say that. And there you go. There's a storm. 992 low pressure system, what the GFS model says here. And it's just a train of storms here. Now this one does look a little concerning for some rain and a possibility of some severe weather down the south. Just a small chance. We're still really far to notice if there is. And like I said, there's just this huge warm bubble, and I just will never get snow. I'll eventually get it again, but I really would love snow. I would love it because I am a snow lover, and I like tracking severe weather and everything. I like all those weather statistics. But that storm will basically get out of here again. And now we're getting into the future where it's really going to be very, very far out. So, when we look at this here, this is going to be La La Land because we don't really focus this far out. But, for fun, let's look at it. You can see how some Gulf of Mexico moisture, this is actually, looks like the GFS is predicting that there would be a small storm forming actually from Mexico here. Some of these storms last year I saw would come from here and just continue like that through the snow season like that. So there's our snow right there. Then, or I would say Canada, or Canada air, kind of right there. And then you got Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that's when you got a storm in the middle right there. And that storm will mostly, that could be a chance for snow, but that is really far out. That's past January 20th. So that's very, very far out on the model here. This is just one model run, so I don't think the Euro would show this because this is really far out. Yeah, now we're past the Euro's range here. This storm also could bring some maybe snow up and then it'll be like a northeaster and be like those storms like the New York one. And the same process happens again, but I do see a break around this time period. We see a break for storms like this. So then all these storms will eventually get out of here. This is the farthest I can go out right there. Or no, it isn't. No, this is the farthest I can go out. This is another snow chance, but this would be, I would say there's a 5% chance of that storm happening, of what the GFS says, because this is just so far, or far out. I would say the best, where we get the best coverage from the GFS is right here, around after 200 or 198 hours. That's when we really don't get so much. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still a model that is really fun to look at, but you also need to, I use it to predict, but you have to be really careful because normal people who look at models like this will be like, oh, we're going to get snow on January 20th, and that's really far out. And they won't be like, oh, that's really far out. Because when you look at these models like here, every time when you get past a point, that's when it will not be accurate. So that is what I'm saying here. We have been live for now hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up here. We're going to wrap this up and I'll get out of here. 198 hours is usually right here and is honestly when storms are hard to predict. After 130 is usually when some things will change. So like maybe this could be all rain, or maybe it could be like with this. We don't know. Honestly, it's just a question mark right here. But we do know there will be some kind of storm here that will bring some snow to the Rocky Mountains. Then, eventually it'll meet up with some moisture here, and you could see some severe weather in the south and some snow, potentially a blizzard all the way up in the north here. So I'm going to wrap this up here. Like I said, I'm going to wrap this up. I keep doing that. Anyways, that's it for the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to go. That's it, honestly. Let's check on the severe weather, though, because we've been talking about these models here. Yeah. Okay, we have one tornado warning. But I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a break. This is a weird location of radar. Very weird. It's just from this line of storms. Okay. What is going on? I'm flickering it. Oh, by the way, I do have lights in the background. I don't think you won't be able to see them because not right now. But we'll do this at some point. That's about it for the stream. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go, and goodbye.